Hey, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I experienced something that I really have not experienced ever in 20 years of living on the homestead, and I want to tell you about it. So this morning, I was out taking care of the chickens, and I was kind of just goofing around. I was feeding them, getting the eggs, watching them. When I began to walk back towards the house, I heard a loud scream. And I instantly thought of Jason and wondered if anything had went wrong. And then I heard a second loud scream. And I took off running. I couldn't understand how Jason was able to scream so loudly from inside the house because he has a hard time with air since the strokes. So his voice is much quieter than it used to be. And I came running into the house and instantly saw him. He was just fine. And I asked him, I said, "Did you scream?" And he's like, "Well, no. No." I said, "Did you hear a scream?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Okay, I'm heading over to the neighbors to see if they're okay." And so I headed out to the neighbors as quick as I could, walking, because they're very close. And I heard the man outside talking, and he sounded fine, and he was running maybe a lawnmower or something, I'm not sure. And so I went to the door and I talked to Pam, and she was inside with the air conditioner going and everything, so she didn't have anything. And I said, "My heart is just pounding." And she says, "I can see it in your face." I said, "I was so scared." Somebody screamed. Not once, but twice, so loud. And I got back to the house because I decided, maybe it came from a different direction than I thought it did. And I was just going to drive down the road, see if I saw anybody. But when I got back in, Jason said, "Mom, maybe that was a cougar." Well, I never had thought about that. And I did, of course, the dumbest thing in the world. If it had been a cougar, I took off running. But I don't know what it was for sure. My thought is very likely a cougar. So, because nobody around was in any harm's way, and it was only 2 times, so I'm hoping it was just passing through and not like the cougar that used to live just across the fence from my property in the back corner, and every other year would have her kittens. The last year she had 3. That's just way too close. And I know that people from the city and some from the country can think, "Oh, it's their land." Well, I'm sorry. People first. Always, always people first. So, that's something that happened on the homestead today. Thought I would tell you about it. It's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this, and let me know if you have ever heard a cougar scream. I've heard one purr before, but I'd never heard a scream. All right. I want to pray blessings on you and yours, in your house, out of your house, in the day and the night. Whatever you do, keep dreaming. Bye-bye.